Hello and welcome back. My name is Poppy and today I'm going to be making a Vesteria guide for paladins. Uh, so yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm at the start of this is like the path to the Redwood Pass. I'm just here so that you know exactly where to go. I don't, anyway, as you can probably know by now if you've been watching my videos, you can like get on this catapult. If you don't want to, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't want to, you can go through the normal path. Anyway, what you want to do is follow what I just did, get into here, and the trainer location is right here, so really easy to find. I actually realized, oops, I'm pretty sure the model of her crown is the same one as the Forgotten crown. It looks very similar. Both of them have 4 spikes. I just wanted to say it. I think it looks very similar. Okay, for the skills, it's actually really easy. For at least for the paladin part. Adventure book, max magic missile because since you use intelligence, since paladins is like the warrior mage, I guess. Most of its abilities uh are actually work on intelligence because they're magic. So yeah, max magic missile because it uses intelligence. For the warrior book, the reason why I only have one on triple slash is because of how slow the paladin swings. Normally your paladin will never get to do the third swing, especially in PvP, so I don't recommend it. Now I did put it because I really like triple slash, but I don't recommend putting more than one. Spin slash because of it's really fast, or at least it used to be. But since paladins are so slow, like using melee attacks, it's very good to have like an alternative. So yeah, max combat roll for mobility, obviously, and then ground slam simply because I just love the ability. And since you barely put any into triple slash, you have extra. So now if you don't like ground slam for some reason, which honestly if you do I don't really understand you, but hey, you can do you can also put some in spin slash. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Now if you want parry, although I don't, I mean, paladin is kind of weird because I don't know. It's really fun to use, but and it's good for PvP. But I'm not sure if parry would be the best. Although if you want it, I just stick one out of spin slash or ground slam. Now for the paladins, very easy. Max rebuke and smite because they're just amazing abilities, especially smite for PvP if you actually get to hit someone. And prayer of comfort because you just have the extra strats, and it's actually pretty cool. I like it. And because you can like just heal while in PvP and like PvE, and it lasts really long, so I think it's good. Uh, so yeah, that's it for the abilities. For the stats, you want to, I mean, 80 strength. I'm not sure why 80, but I mean, as long as it's over 70. Uh, Ruthless, I think you get Ruthless when you get to 70 points. Otherwise, I'll put the stats in the link in the description. But basically, what you want to do is 70 strength, just for melee, for the not because of the melee attack, but rather because of the warrior abilities. And then you want to put the rest in intelligence because all of your um, uh, paladin abilities are going to use intelligence. So yeah, really self-explanatory. So yeah, that's it for the stats. Now for the gear, you want to have the Forgotten Crown, or if you want, you can use the Forgotten Helm. The reason why it doesn't matter is because both of them give, in the beginning, I think, uh, what was it? Both of them give 27 um, base stats. So the only difference is that the Forgotten Crown gives intelligence and the Forgotten Helm gives strength. The only thing so it doesn't really matter because you use both strength and intelligence. Like the only reason why you would choose one or the other is because you already have 70 strength and you don't want to put any more. But I honestly think it's just better to get a stat reset than use than have to get on a different like headgear because it's harder. I think it's more rare. Alright, now for the armor, obviously the max defense is Doomplate Cuirass, so that's self-explanatory too. Why I love this, I guess, hammer so much is because of its ability. Like it has pretty good damage, but it's not that great, but the ability makes it so worth it. So what it does is basically when you slam the ground, I'm gonna show you a comparison. This is what you normally would happen, right? That's the normal ground slam, but when you equip the cudgel, there's that little aftershock where like circles of like dirt or sand like appear. And the reason why I like it so much is because first of all it gives so much more zone, I mean area to the attack, so it's in PvP especially it's so easy to hit people. And then also because the circles are so close to each other that you can hit like a single enemy with the center, and then you can hit with 1, 2, and 3 outer circles. So you hit them with 4 different circles at the same time. So it just does so much damage and gives it so much range. So I honestly prefer it to the Forgotten Axe. But then again, those of you who really like Smite, use the Forgotten Axe because it's also really good. The thing is that it's way more rare, so it's harder to get. But if you don't know, basically the Forgotten Axe, what it does is it does more damage, and it does for smite. It does more damage. It makes it bigger and wider, and it makes it, I think, go further. So yeah, it's pretty good, but I still prefer the cudgel, even though it does a little bit less damage. For the gladiator boots, I mean for the boots, use gladiator boots. It's the same for every other one, but it's simply because it gives +5 strength. And also, since this is a PvP class, the stamina is also pretty good, but there's not really much else to it. I just like the strength and defense on the gladiator boots, and I also just like how they look. So yeah, that's going to be it for my paladin guide. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.